Hi besties, hi bunnies. Coffee's cold, truce brewing, let's hit the road. Just Machado wheeling hand, time to unfold. Early light breaks, coffee chilling in my grip. Hi besties, hi bunnies, join the trip. Cruising mass highway, spilling secrets for hours. 1 to 3 deep, no holds barred, owning our power. Squad's got my back, riding waves through the storm. Besties and bunnies, keeping it warm. Got that wild spark, singing random and free. Keeping the vibe alive, just you and me. Trolls creeping in, haters twisting the feet. Weak shots flying, but they can't plant the seed. Jabbing in my style, my fire, my rise. Obsessed in the shadows, watching with jealous eyes. Drama stirrers calling drift, but facts don't lie. While y'all view my lights touching the sky. Reddit ghosts lurking, basement critique so low. Keep throwing shade, watch this bunny glow. Meow, 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 meow. Hey. Meow, 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 feel it now. Bunny. Just Machado show, chasing down the real. Besties and bunnies got that unbreakable seal. Meow, 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 trolls fade away. Truth in the air, lighting up the day. After dark or dawn's first gleam, we claim the throne. Justice rolling, meow, if you're in the zone. Meow. Love to my besties trolls. See a truth awaits. Just Machado show. Buckle up. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Feel it now. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Feel it now. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Feel it now. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Bunnies.
Okay, great. My issues, we'll work on that. All right, we're back. We're just having some issues, connectivity issues. This is where I am. Let's get to the bottom here, and then we can put in our directions on our other phone. Let me start again. Good morning. Welcome to 24 on 24 with Jess Machado, where we talk all things Karen Reed, except Karen Reed is free, and I'm on vacation in Pensacola Beach. I'm your lovely, loquacious, beguiling host, Jessica Machado. Let's see. Tropical. Let's start again. Yes, here it is. All right, I'll hold this only for a second, and then we're going to probably be hands-free. Welcome to Portofino Island Resort. It's sick here. It's sick. It's ridiculous. It's sick. It's gorgy. It's beautiful. It's home to some people. To some people, this place is home. Some people live here year-round. Fairy godmother Linda. This is just a casual little income property for her. This is the area where you go and check in, and there's a guy there named Keeks. Is it Key? I can't forget what his name is. Anything I ask, he just tells me, and he calls me ma'am. So this is our beach, was right across the street. All right, you're coming in here. Great. All right. I'm going to shut the camera off in a sec. This is just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. All right, we can keep it. I told Jeffrey not to put that. I can't reach that. All right. Good morning. Good morning. So, as I predicted, I would acclimate to vacation closer to the end of the week, which I have now. I am now fully acclimated to my vacation. I feel comfortable and confident. We're venturing out to go get Trop Smoothie. We need an acai bowl because I need one. I want what I want. Thing down here is you must drive slow. It's 25 or 35 on this whole island. There's nothing above 35. All right, I'm going to put this camera down. We're going to shut that down. Okay, you guys can hear me. Okay, perfect. So last night we let the liquor talk. I didn't. I just don't know why I sang that just now. I have so many things I need to talk about, and I don't know if I'm going to get them all done in this trip. So we're going to do like a flash thing. Boom, boom, boom. Number one, the Kelsey Justin text. Dude, I knew you were the kind of guy that didn't have gas money right from the fucking jump. I knew that. I knew it. I love this for you. The texts are better than the calls, in my opinion. As I read the text messages between Justin and Kelsey, I was secretly thrilled that as I scrolled through, there was absolutely nothing that made Kelsey look bad. I kept thinking it was going to happen because he was bringing out the absolute worst in her. And I've got to give her credit. She never succumbed to the pressure or to like the provocation that he was exhibiting. That's not the right sentence structure, but whatever. He was really, things that he was saying were triggering. Listen, I could tell you how I'd be reacting in that shit. And every time I scrolled down, I was like, it stayed so good for her and got so much worse for him the whole time through. As a reminder, I will be covering the Kelsey Fitzsimmons trial, which begins on Monday. I will be heading up to Lawrence, Massachusetts, Sunday night, and I will be staying there for the duration of the trial so that I could give you all of the coverage that you deserve. certainly exactly how I would have handled the Karen Reed trial, except then I was poor. I can't tell you how different it feels to have the means and the finances to do a job the right way, I guess is the way to say it. Anyway, I'm not looking forward to being away from my family because I've been away, but it's work and that's it. So we'll be up there Sunday night, and then we'll be there for trial Monday. And thankfully, this is a bench trial, and we don't have to waste days with jury selection. And so I'm thrilled. Couldn't be happier. Happy as a pig in mud, as my haters would say. Clip it. Clip it. So anyway, we'll bounce back to that in a second. Last night, what did we do yesterday? Oh, we went to go see Sea Turtle. We went to go to Narve, whatever, Dave Navarro's beach. Because it looks like Navarro. We went to the beach all the way down the end, that area. We went to go see Sweet Pea, the sea turtle, and there was a wait to get in because the lady told me they had an exceptionally high number of visitors. 250 people were there in the morning when they opened. So she sent us on our way for 2 hours and said, come back. Well, we just went over to a restaurant, and it had an earlier lunch. There was this really great, every restaurant down here has exceptional frozen drink making machines. And after the day before with Senior Frog's situation, the last thing I wanted was one of those, but I did sit right in front of it and watch this man make mudslides and daiquiris. I was into it, but I didn't partake. But we had a really great lunch there. It was a great vibe. I think Andy D's is the name of the place. It was a really good vibe. And honestly, I just had a club sandwich, which was good for my tummy. I can't believe how much I'm speaking about my stomach. I really can't. So then we went over to the conservation place and we saw some fishies and we learned about the seashore and what kind of fishies are here. And then after we did that section, we got to go over and see Sweet Pea, who was found by a family on a beach in a net. Her fin was completely cut off, so she lost a fin, and her outer shell had been cracked because she got hit by a boat. Anyway, she's living the life now. She has very bad digestive problems, just like me. And so all of her food is Jell-O, but all of the proteins are in her Jell-O cubes. Anyway, she's a charmer. And as I told you, now that I have a job, you wouldn't know how much money I made, except I tell you about it all the time. Pretend I don't. I said there would be signs. I went into the gift shop because all of it goes towards the Conservation Commission. And I bought so many things. As you know, Georgia works with aquatic animals at Bristol Aggie. As a matter of fact, Georgia would like to have a job at some sort of aquarium in Georgia. In Georgia. Georgia wants to work at an aquarium where there's like this really, really old turtle, sea turtle or a leatherback. I don't know. Anyway, I was very sad and wished Georgia were here for it. But anyway, I made up for it and bought her all of the things in the conservation thing and spent a lot of money. But it helps Sweet Pea, so it's okay. And then on our way back, we stopped at the beach for our resort and went down to check it out. Ridiculous, just ridiculous. Every single minute longer I am here, I am wondering why I don't live here. I hear you when you all tell me, no, there's bad things about Florida. Where? Where are the bad things about Florida? Not Florida in particular, but Pensacola Beach. What is the bad thing about where I am right now? I don't know. I don't see anything yet. I'll get back to you, but I just don't see anything. So we hung out on the beach for a little bit, and then we went upstairs and we took a nap because that's what nature ordered. And then we went out to dinner to actually a place I'm passing right now called Flounders, which was actually fucking fantastic. Can I just tell you, They had some sort of a steak sushi. Hear me out. A sushi roll with steak in it. I don't know. It was obviously as rare as it can get without it being like not good. I may go back there and get it again. It was that fucking good. Am I going over this? Oh, I got to go over one of the big scary bridges. All right, we're going. Phenomenal. I guess it's known as like a chowder house type thing, but I'm not really sure. But I let everybody else pick the place, and that's where we ended up. I'm trying to bless and release a lot of things. I just want to check and make sure you all can still hear me. I can't see you at all. Okay, perfect. So I'm blessing and releasing that, and I'm letting people do it. And so we went, and it's cute. It's got a really great gift shop. I want to go back. I didn't have time. The outside area is ridiculous, but it was cold, so it wasn't packed. But I suspect that in the summer, when it's 85, 90 degrees, this place is like ridiculously full of people. It's probably for the best that the first time I'm here, it's not. Side note, that is what happened when I went to the Outer Banks. We went to the Outer Banks the first time in April. And do I feel like I'm talking with an accent? Am I somehow now like gaining some sort of like Florida Bama accent? Did I do that? Because I just picked up on that. Stop it, Jessica. You fucking dumb bitch. So now we have to go to the opposite end and we have to do Boston accent. Or you can just talk like yourself, you weirdo. Anyway, Outer Banks, same thing. We went in April and it was like just before their peak season started, and we got a chance to like really see things as they were. The following year, we went back in July for 4th of July week, and we were like almost prepared for what it was supposed to be like. So anyway, I'm fine with it being like we're easing into this. But the steak sushi was so yummy. And then I ordered like some sort of like Hawaiian chicken plate, also ridiculously good. I was so pleased with the food situation yesterday. So pleased. Then we came back. I thought there was going to be like hot tub action, but nobody wanted to go. That was fine. I was okay with it. TT wanted to go to bed. She was tired. So TT went to bed. I settled in for my games on my tablet time, which is like I just get cozy. I go on my tablet and I play like Block Blast and Mahjong and things like that, and fell asleep. I woke up at one point and I heard Jeff and Mike outside on the deck still, and I fell back asleep. And then at like 1:00, I only heard Mike for a long time. Like I didn't hear them talking. So I like poked my head out of the room and I said to Mike, I said, "Where's Jeff?" And he was like, "Oh, I think he's in the bathroom," which was the half bath that's like off the kitchen. And so I just sat on the couch to wait to talk to him about today, this morning. And he never came out of the bathroom. Now, I'm not ashamed to admit this, and you guys know me well enough to know that I am a little bit of a whatever. I'm a scaredy cat. Whatever. Just let me just finish. Hold on. Where am I going? Not here yet. Next slide. I had a feeling, and I don't know why. I had a feeling that Jeff fell off the balcony. Just hear me out on this. It's what I thought happened. I thought he fell off the balcony and Mike didn't notice. So I'm looking for Jeff all around the unit and I don't see him anywhere. I don't see him. It's not, I mean, it's a big unit, but it's not that big. So Jamie gets up and Jamie's like, "What's going on?" I was like, "Where's Jeff?" And Mike's like, "Dude, I thought he went to the bathroom." And I was like, "But he's not in the bathroom." He's like, "Maybe he's in the bathroom in your room." And I was like, I would have seen him, but I went in because it is big and he wasn't in there. Now I'm panicking. Now I go out to the deck and I look over the edge. I can't see shit. I'm like, where the fuck is he? And for a minute, does anybody remember the Christopher Pike book, Remember Me? Say yes in the chat. Anyway, I just thought he went over the balcony, and I started getting really panicky. I don't know. You're outside having a couple beers. It's late o'clock. It's like late. You can't find, where else could he be? Well, apparently Jeffrey went down to the trash chute area to get rid of all of the trash. Ironically, something he never does at home. He comes around the corner and I'm standing out in the hallway and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm emptying the trash." And I was like, at 1 o'clock in the morning. And he's like, "Okay, so?" And I was like, "What the fuck? Jeff." Hold on. I'm trying to turn. I think I got this. I think I can do this properly. I did it. Okay. Oh, there's just some kids on some scooters here. It says this is where it is, but where is it exactly? Show me. Poke bowl. Chop Smoothie Cafe. Meow, 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 meow. All right, I'll talk to you for one more second. Hi, acai bowls. I'm so happy to see you. What is this place? Poke Bowl has sushi burritos. What? All right. Oreo brulee boba milk. What? All right. Anyway, listen, he didn't fall off the balcony. He just went to take out the trash. Everything was fine. I apologize to Mike for yelling at him and not knowing where Jeff was because I don't know, sir, you had one job. Where's the person you're sitting on the deck with? Anyway, so needless to say, fine, I went to bed. That was the whole day yesterday. It was a good day. It was a good day. Can we go in and order our acai bowl first? Let's go do that. And then I have some tea for you. Let's do this. Oh, I got a car right away. I got a car on Tuesday morning. We did a Turo rental, which is pretty amazing, actually. I want to be their new spokesperson. Yes, I have tea. Oh, it's so warm. So much better. Good morning. How are you? I'm so glad you're here. Can I do the acai bowl with Nutella, but no blueberries? Bottle of water if you have it. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Did I select the tip properly?
I don't know until the receipt, but it's okay. Either way. Yeah, what a pleasure. Need your receipt.
I don't need a receipt.
Yeah, shortly.
Thank you. All right. So we'll see how that goes. All right. So I have lots of other things to talk about because this morning I was able to scroll on the internet when I woke up. Oh, so to fast forward, I kind of had a feeling that Jeff wasn't going to be up for this morning, but he said he wanted to come with me for the drive. So I woke him up at 7:15 our time. So 8:15 your time. I woke him up and I said, "Do you want to go for the ride?" He said, "Yes." So I got up, I went to the bathroom, I brushed my teeth, I got dressed, I came out. I was like, "Are you ready to go?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then, I just waited a few minutes and then I was like, "Jeff, do you want to come or do you want me to just go without you?" And after waiting for him for a half hour, he said, "Just go without me." Fine. So I left. Anyway, but while I was waiting, I had a chance to go online and look at news and things like that. I did so yesterday, but I didn't have a real chance to read in depth. The Afroman trial, or whatever this was, like it didn't seem like a trial, but whatever. All the witnesses were like casually laying back in their seats, like when they were testifying. Was this a magistrate hearing? Like, what was the structure of this? But more than anything, going forward, everything I say or do about anybody is going to be exactly like that situation, because I'm going to tell you, it is how I felt about things. Like, does that make sense? Like, he's based. Oh, you didn't have to bring it over. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Odd question. I do a podcast. I'm just talking. Are you okay if I sit here and do that and eat? Yeah. No, not at all. Thank you.
Your Nutella is underneath.
Perfect. Thank you. All right, let's eat together. Um, Essentially, it has given Jimmy complete freedom to do whatever he wants. Right? Technically. Like, essentially, like, Jimmy can now just do anything. Like, sir, every song. All it takes is there to be one. And this is how I feel about it. As long as it's a person that has posted about me one time, like, that's it. One time, that's it. Now I'm just saying this is in response to that, and that's it. So that's how I feel. Oh my God, this is so good. Wait, let me show you. All right, so you're gonna have to struggle with me while I eat. There's just no other way around it. So anyway, so let me give you some tea. Well, okay, so back up. So just to finish the Afroman thing. Listen, basically how I view this is Jen Altman was posting about me every day, so this means that I can do this stuff. Like Afroman basically just like he balanced the universe. Do you know what I mean? That's how I feel. He balanced the universe. He made it so where it's very clear and articulated that what I'm doing is response to how these people made me feel. So if I do put up a hoodie that says 5150 on it, it's because that is how I felt after seeing all of the posts that Meredith posted about me. It's a response to how I feel. And you're lucky I don't take legal action. I just sit back and I try to make lemonade out of lemons. That's how I feel. Okay. All right. I know people are going to say don't eat, but acai is frozen. If we don't, it'll melt. You can either get this or nothing at all. Now let's get on to the tea. Yesterday, I texted Cybercheck. During the morning show, it was revealed to me by most people that Cybercheck has not been in the chat since the debacle last week. So I said in my message, I said, I was on yesterday and the chat informed me that you haven't been on. I think we should have a conversation. When would you like to talk? And she did not respond to my text message. I waited. She still has not responded. Now, not one time in our text exchange has she ever not responded to a text message of mine within minutes, if not seconds. She did not respond. So, I took the time to go back and read every single text messages that we had with each other. Looking back, the signs were there. The signs were there. Let me stop eating this for a minute so I can tell it. So, so this is a very good. This is a very good lesson, and also, I am exceptionally proud of myself with how I handled this. Not only this part of it, but every single text interaction between she and I. It's almost like it's like the Kelsey shit where you're reading the text and you're going, "Oh, don't say anything, don't take the bait." I'm beyond professional every single solitary time. But what you didn't see or what you don't know is how often she was baiting me, and I never took that bait. And I'm going to be honest with you, I barely remembered because I approached her as a business contract, not as a friend. She's not my friend. She is just somebody who wanted a business transaction with me. She wanted to build her channel by modding mine. She offered to compensate me for that. That didn't feel right. Didn't feel right with the universe for that. So I just offered it to her in exchange for her being professional, which she clearly is not. And so, looking back at these messages, it was a combination of me not caring about the drama, and also being professional, which she was not. So, because she was my mod and because I entrusted her to be my mod and run this channel for me while I was being the talent, I have every right to talk about this. It is part of the show. It is part of my content, and I will talk about it. Cyberchick is very keenly aware of all of the people, all of the channels, all of the players, and all of the drama amongst this whole post Karen Reed life. She watches all the shows. She knows all the drama. She knows all the players. And many times she would send me drama and would say, "Hey, not sure if you saw this or this or this." She talked shit about people. And on everything I have, I never engaged. The only time I engaged was at the height of things that were not going well for Kim and I. And again, because I always worry that people are going to share my shit before I do, I'll probably share them when I come back. But like, my messages are like, they're really good. I'm basically just like, I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, her, on the other hand, not so much. Shitting all over Kim in messages to me. Shitting all over Kim. Nonstop, actually. Looking back on it, I look at it all very differently. I look at it very differently. Back then, I used to think that she was looking out for me, and now I look at it very, very different. very differently. And to be quite honest with you, she got a blanket layer of protection from me because I approached it again professionally. I'm not sure she deserved that. Not sure she deserved that. To all of you, I just want to let you know, I understand that many of you liked her, and you can continue to like her. You can continue to listen to her, follow her, go on her shows, all of those things. Cyber Chick has over 1,000 subs right now, and now those are all directly related to me. Every single one of them. When she started, she had less than 100. She had 30, and I was one of them. So enjoy what you built off of my back, and you should really reconsider how you handle your professional relationships here, if that makes sense. Looking back and reading some of these messages, I don't know if it's like because she messages me during the day when I'm busy. I just didn't fucking take the bait. I didn't engage, and there was a lot of opportunities to do it. So there's a couple things too, like, you know, there's times in the chat with her where she's messaging me and she's like, "Oh, I was going to go live. It'll interfere with your time. I don't want to do whatever." And I was like, "No, thank you for asking, but you don't have to do that." She messaged me and she asked if I had a problem with her modding Kane's channel. So I don't know if she's a mod on Kane's channel. So I don't know if she's a mod for Kane still, but she asked me if she could be. And so that's how I feel. I'm pretty pissed off, actually, that she didn't respond to my text. The way that we had that call, the day that we had the situation that occurred in the live, listen, I feel like I handled it professionally and as like a boss. I was like, this was inappropriate. You shouldn't have done that. Why did you do that? And she apologized. She said she shouldn't have done it. She made a mistake. She was upset how the chat had turned on her. She was crying. And I said, I'm not going to change anything. I'm going to leave you as a mod. I'm not going to change anything. And then I went on vacation. Now you're not in the chat. You're not modding. And then I text you and you don't want to respond. Okay. All right. Now it's going to go a different way. Do you think it's because you spoke about the call the next day? I don't know. I don't care. She could communicate with me. She doesn't want to. Or listen, I'm 50 years old now. We're not playing guessing games. First of all, I overlooked her politics when I found out about them, which was before the incident occurred on the live. I overlooked them. I literally was, now it's crazy because like people on the left don't do that. But like as a conservative woman, I didn't mind that she had different opinion. I was very willing to just be like, as long as it doesn't interfere with my shit. And then what happens? It interferes with my shit, my brand. But I think I overlooked it, didn't care, not a big deal. And then even after the thing happened on the show where it clearly threw me for a loop, I was very upset by it. So much so I shut my show down and called her immediately. I overlooked it then. She seemed apologetic. She seemed, okay, so fine. The next day I talked about that. But I don't know. I made a mistake. I trust people I don't know. It is what it is. How did you meet or got to know her? She messaged me, said she was a fan, cybersecurity lady, wanted to grow her channel, and she offered to compensate me for letting me let her mod. I had some respect for it because she was very upfront and she was like, listen, I just want to grow my channel. You have visibility. Me being in the chat, people will see my wrench. People will click on my profile. I'll get views. In a way, it was flattering that I was big enough for it to actually even matter. You know what I mean? I think I was on the show talking about Jeff's birthday, and I was looking at hotels in Newport, and she messaged me and she said she had points and that I could exchange for being a mod. She would book me a room in Newport. Mm-hmm. Also, unfortunately, nothing that she talks about is of interest to me. But I genuinely do want people to do well. I think it speaks to me and who I am as a person that she was able to actually get 1,000 subs and she got monetized finally. I think it speaks to me that we've elevated Kane. I want people to do well, but not at the expense of me. Do you know what I mean? Now, Cyberchick Boston is not 5150 or Jen Altman. We don't have to do anything like that. I don't wish anything bad on her. And she does have a channel and she has 1,000 subs. It's up to her what she does with that now. I don't believe we will intersect ever anymore beyond where we were. We're different. She's learned everything. She knows what she's doing. And she can kind of go and do her own thing. I was willing to let her stay here, but obviously she doesn't want to do that. Beaver Moon will release her. Why is somebody asking that lady mom if she's new here? What is she saying? Is she being mean? What happened on the show where you had to shut it down? I was in the line getting my beverage for the morning, and I was talking about the McKinney-Vento Act in Massachusetts and how it essentially was started to help families who lost their homes to foreclosure or were homeless, that the child could have consistency in their life and be able to stay in the school that they were in prior to becoming homeless, as to not disrupt their education. And that when I lost my home to foreclosure, I didn't know about the McKinney-Vento Act, but someone told me about it, and it allowed my children to stay in their school until I reestablished secure housing. I mean, we were not homeless. We were living in an apartment outside of Somerset. But it allowed my kids to continue to go to Somerset because the goal was to come back to Somerset, which I was able to achieve very shortly thereafter. But I was talking about how in my knowledge of investigating the migrant crisis, I learned that migrant children were in hotels. They would enroll the children in school. And then when they got moved to a new hotel, the McKinney-Vento Act protected those children whose families wanted them to stay in those original schools. And we would be paying for transportation to transport the child from Taunton to Somerset schools. And then say the parents wanted to go to parent-teacher conference, the taxpayers will pay for an Uber or for transportation for the parent to come to Somerset for parent-teacher conference or anything involving the child. We paid for it. And I said it was exploiting the use of the McKinney-Vento Act. And I said it was the fucking liberals and fuck the liberals in Massachusetts who are ruining everything and blah, 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 blah. And Cyberchick said, let's not call people names. And I wasn't sure she was talking up to me. So I paused and I was like, are you talking to me? And she was like, yeah, we don't have to call people names. And I fucking couldn't recover from it. My whole show was calling people names. But my mod is chastising me in my fucking chat, telling me not to call liberals names. I was like, fuck you. No way. And I tried to hold it together. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to be done here. And I immediately ended the show. Well, not immediately. I tried to stick with it. And then I ended the show and then I called her directly. Like, I call people names all the time. Not once did you have, like, ever say to me, oh, don't call 5150 names. And then there was more comments in there, which I have them all, but she was saying, like, to a liberal in the chat or something, she's like, this is a safe space for you. Never, ever, ever, ever going forward in the history of 24 on 24, Just Machado Show or Bunny After Dark, should I ever see somebody say this is a safe space. It is fucking not a safe space. It's the opposite. This is a danger zone. It's the opposite. You are not safe here. It is what I built my brand off of. My brand. I built my brand. I built my fucking brand off of this. Like, saying what I want, when I want, how I want, no one telling me what to do. And you're cultivating some sort of weird sub chat where you're saying this is a safe space for liberals because I don't call them names. Now we have to call liberals terrible, terrible names. Now we have to. Like, what are you doing? Go build a fucking safe space on your own channel. This is not a safe space. There should be a disclaimer at the bottom of it. Can I do it on my phone? This is not a safe space. Yeah, we did it. We did it, Tommy. Like, so there's a lot of things I didn't like. A lot of things I didn't like. Hold on, I'm listening to something. Kid showed up late to work, and this manager who's pretty cool, he goes, hey, you know what? He's like, you know that song, The Wheels on the Bus Go Round and Round? He's like, yeah. He's like, do you know that the wheels on the bus do go round and round all around here? Anyway, I know that there are some people that love Cyberchick, and you can go and love Cyberchick, but just be known, I may get salty about it going forward. I saw Kimberly might be in the chat. Hi, Kimberly. I don't have a war update for you, but you will be pleased to know that despite Cyberchick talking shit about you, I did not engage. So there will be no text messages I need to release in advance. I didn't really yell at her. Again, I view this as a business. Oh, hello. Hello, Kimberly. Well, she did that whole thing where she was like talking about your divorce and it was a mess and that whole thing. So bitches need to stay in their fucking lanes. Honestly, she's not in the cool club. That's really where we're at. That's that she was trying, but she's not. I don't know how else to say it. Anyway, I don't have a war update because I don't know what's going on. All right, so. All right, we're done. Let's dispose of our trash and get back in our vehicle. Wallet, phone, keys, water. Thank you. Thank you, you too. Thank you. He said, have a nice day. Have fun with your podcast. Is there any other way to do a podcast, sir, and not have fun? Oh, it's definitely warmer today. Baby, where the hell's my husband? Oh, I should have been singing that last night when I couldn't find him. All right, so that's that. That's that. That's life. What will happen to, let's check the other phone, see if anybody contacted me, called me. Answer is no. No. Campaign meeting notes. That's good from my friend Kathy. Kathy is running for selectman. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's get out. We're getting out. What's on the agenda for today? Today's a pool day. Weather will oblige. Today is a pool day. Also, today is a eat all of the leftovers in our fridge day because we have many things that need to be eaten. Also, we did have food delivered, right, on Monday. Oh, no, don't connect my phone. No, we don't want that. Don't do it. Okay. We have to eat the things in our fridge. No, I have Hawaiian chicken from last night. That will be my lunch with some asparagus and red potatoes with some sort of like Hawaiian chutney thing on it. Delish. So I think pool today, and then we're going tonight to dinner. The pool here. Now listen, we've been here since Sunday afternoon. We have not been able to go in the pool. It has been too cold. That in itself is a total travesty because this pool is it's ridiculous. That's the only thing I can say. It's ridiculous. It's fucking gorgeous. It's like 3 pools all in one. At night, it's lights. It's purple lights. It's just so pretty. Hot tubs, palm trees, subtle lighting, fire. It's just everything. And so my plan is to be in this pool all day. It's going to be 67 degrees or something today. Beach guy told me it's probably going to be warmer after 3 o'clock. And then that, and I'll take it. Just a pool all day. Also, not like it's been a nightmare or anything like that, but all of the clothing that I packed is disproportionate to the weather. And I have been essentially wearing some of the same things over and over and over again. I am not winning any vacation fashion contests while I'm down here. We're going strictly for comfort and warmth because it has been very, very, very cold. Essentially, I know how to get around here. I don't even need my navigation. Tomorrow morning, we are going to the Waffle House right here because that is what I was told to do by fairy godmother Linda, and I will oblige. Tonight, we're going to Redfin Bluefin or Redfish Bluefish. Redfin Bluefin. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's what Linda told me to do, and I'm going to do it. Everything Linda has told me to do, I have done it. Don't touch the pillows in the closet. Didn't touch them. Don't put things on the countertops. No. Although it's very easy not to because there are these wonderful silicone coaster thingies all over. And that is also has not been a problem. Do 24 on 24 on the porch. Done. Did it. Done. Go to this restaurant. Done. Oh, the only other thing she told me to do is I've got to go get ice cream. My tummy hasn't been right. It's okay. Anyway, I can't look at my phone, but this would be the point in time where I would ask you all to give me updates and gossip and things like that. I don't know if you saw, but New York Post had Kelsey Fitzsimmons on its Twitter today. Not a good headline. You'll have to go read it. I didn't share it, or maybe I did share it, but New York Post has a Kelsey Fitzsimmons story up today. I understand that people are probably going to say it's not a great headline. I'm not. Holy shit, look at this fucking plane. Holy shit, look at this fucking plane. It just crossed this bridge and it's doing all sorts of twists and turns. It's not a Blue Angel, but what the fuck is that? What do you... Oh, it is. Oh, that makes so much sense. Wow, I'm so glad I got to see that. Wait. That was sick. Oh, that was so cool. This plane just flew over the bridge and it was like spinning. Wow, he was showing off for us. Wow. We got to try to do that today or tomorrow. I don't know. That was supposed to be something, but I don't know. TT looked into it and it wasn't. Oh, and there's a dolphin tour that Jeff doesn't want to go on a dolphin tour. He said turtles were enough. We'll see. I may do this and figure this out today. I was just feeling inspired by that plane that just flew over me. Is he coming back? More of that. That was so cool. Holy shit. All right. Anyway, distracted. Now we're back down to 25 miles an hour. Do you know how hard it is to go 25 miles an hour if you're from Massachusetts? Do you understand? It's 58 degrees here right now. 9 a.m. We might hit 70 today. You know what? As much as we're supposed to do the pool thing, we should actually, I'm going to have to come in and take over today, figure some stuff out. I also need to go get some souvenirs, which I haven't gotten all of those yet. Did 33 degrees, holy shit. Did my kids throw a house party yet? No. Did Georgia break a rule? Yes. So, As you know, I organized their schedules. Everybody said A, B, C, and D. We're going to do this. Yep, fine. St. Patrick's Day, George's boyfriend was going to pick her up and they were going to go for lunch and come back home. Now, I don't want anybody driving around on St. Patrick's Day, especially kids that are 16, 17, get home. And there was one rule. You needed to stay in town and eat in town. I don't care where you go. Go to Sonic, go to Chili's. I don't really fucking care. But stay in Somerset and then go home. I left it open-ended. She said she was getting picked up at 1 o'clock. At 12 o'clock, I don't know what I called her for. I don't know. It was just something. It was probably just to say, like, did you remember to feed the fish before you left and things like that? And she didn't answer the phone. So I assumed she was in the shower. Wrong. So I call my mom and I say, if Georgia is in the shower, can you just remind her when she gets out to feed the fish and the birds before she leaves? And she goes, she's not in the shower. She just left. And I said, she just left now? I just got off the phone with her. She said she was leaving at 1. She said, no, Angelo came, picked her up, and she left. And I said, okay. So now I'm like, I don't like the fact that you told me you were leaving at 1, but it's possible he was just there. And my mother did say she kind of ran out and right. So fine. So I call her again. She doesn't pick up. Now I'm like annoyed. I don't know where we were. I waited a little bit. I was doing something or whatever. And I called Jack and I was like, did your sister tell you where she was going for lunch? And he said, no. And I said, okay, well, she left like a half hour ago. Can you check her location and tell me where she went for lunch? And she was in Taunton. And so I said, text your sister immediately and have her call me. So she calls me and I'm like, where are you? And she goes, I'm in Taunton. And I said, I thought I told you to stay in Somerset. And she said, well, Angela wanted to go to, is there a Mexican place in Taunton? I don't know, some Mexican place. And I said, okay, I will just talk to you about this when I got home. She must be very scared because she texted me immediately and she was like, Angela wanted to go. I didn't feel like I could tell him that we couldn't go. I didn't want to tell, no, you didn't want to tell him that I said you have to stay in town because that's what I said. You didn't want to do that. So you let him just say, let's go here. And you said, sure. And that's it. Probably El Mariachi, probably. That's on the Taunton Green. Listen, Georgia is 16 and Angelo is 16. Okay. He had his license. He had his permit when he turned 6. He's almost 17. He'll be 17, I think, next month. But these are young drivers. Okay. I've already been down this road with my oldest daughter. They are just not experienced. And the only way you gain experience and confidence is driving slow and local first. And I just don't need any problems. Also, he got into a car accident. He was at a red light and he hit the car in front of him. So we're not 100%. And I don't need any fucking problems when I'm fucking 1,800 miles away. So stay in town. And believe me, I understand how lucky I am that I don't have children that aren't throwing parties and having people at the house and all that shit like that. I did let Jack's girlfriend stay over. She has started to stay over occasionally when it's like, you know, better and convenient. And last night was the perfect example. It's their anniversary today. It's their 3-year anniversary. And again, they're in college. Abby's a sophomore, Jack's a freshman. And they were going to Boston, New England Aquarium today for their anniversary. And so they wanted an early start. And so I let her stay over. That's pretty crazy that my son it's his 3-year anniversary, I think. 3-year? He's 20? Yeah, 17. Yeah, that's crazy. Crazy. Anyway. So they were going to Boston today. So I said it was fine for her to sleep over. Again, Julia was away at college. Hard to monitor certain things when she was away. Hold on, I'm getting a bunch of text messages. So listen, Moons, you're 4 years sober. Congratulations, bestie. Well done. Well done. Also, if it matters to anybody, I was not the person doing those kinds of things when I was their age. It was TT. I know, hard to believe. You would think me and my mouth and my attitude and I do what I please and I do it with ease would be the one that was throwing house parties. No, it was TT. And every single time she did it, I was sober and cleaning up the pieces and the problems. Did I ever tell you guys the story about the house party I threw when I lived with Ron? That's the first time I ever threw a house party. I should tell you all. Do you want to know that? We've got a few minutes before we get back to the resort. Do you want the house party story? Maybe I've told it. It would be just like me to have told the story already. We haven't had it? I know you want it, but have I? I don't think I've done it. Okay. So let me tell you the house party story, and then we are going to be at the resort, and then it'll be time to go in. So Ron and I are living together. We own, at the time, St. James Irish Pub, Old Firehouse Cigar and Smoke Shop, and Swedes Cafe. And Ron was going away to Myrtle Beach for a week to go golfing with friends. Now, when I say throwing a house party, I'm like 28, 29, right? And we're doing pretty well. And get drunk. Rick back then. So like, let's fucking throw a house party. And he's 22 years older than me. So while we threw parties, family parties, and when we had Julia's and we had a fucking great at our house, different. And also we would also host Ron's like cigar friends over for grilling and things like that. His patio and stuff, but we never really had like a party where we invited like everybody. Ron would not be in that. So I'm like, I'm throwing a party. I invited every single person I knew. I invited my delivery guys. I invited my electrician. I invited my the people that worked for me, all my staff. I invited even the guy that did what do you call it? The guy that does the my locksmith. I invited, and go here because we're going to lose signal. So we're going to just do this. So I invited everybody. I brought all the food from the restaurant, but we have refrigerators at the house, and the refrigerator in the kitchen like a video and filled it with beer. I spent so much money. I don't know. It's just crazy. See, this is what I do when I have money. I threw a huge crazy party. I bought all the fucking beer. Then I went to the pub and I got all of the fucking booze. I got all the booze. Some kid just thought this was his car and he tried to get in it. And it is true. He is directly on the side of me in a different car. Looks just like this. Anyway, so I got all the booze, put all the booze on the thing. I invited everybody from so and crazy and cops I was like, we have owned this home. We have never done anything like this. We have absolutely every right to throw a party here. Nobody's being like crazy. It's just loud music. And 3 more times. Whatever. I remember I had a chimney, like this chimney thing to run, and I don't know why. Somebody thought it was a good idea to take the old Christmas tree that had been dried up outside and to put in the chimney and to light a fire. Well, the thing just fucking turned into an absolute disaster. And it was like light white smoke everywhere. It was insane and crazy. Can you guys not hear me? I'm breaking up. Ugh. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I knew as soon as I was turning into the resort, it was going to get weird. So that's why I pulled over. So anyway, the chimney, smoke was everywhere. The cops came again. It was just fucking nuts. Also, I had my golden retriever at the time. He was a puppy. And when things started, by the way, I didn't drink. I didn't drink at all. I put my dog in his crate in Ron's office, and all of the valuables that we had, at least that were notable, and locked him in the office downstairs. And after like 4 hours, it was time to take him out, right? He was crate trained. So I timed everything perfectly. And I locked the fucking keys in the goddamn office. And so we had to take the door off the hinges to get into the office. It was just a disaster. I'll never forget, I found a girl in my bathtub, passed out. I told her to leave. Her friend was passed out on my living room couch. She pissed herself on my couch. I'm just thinking about some of the people that were there, and I actually can't believe some of the people that were there. It was insane. Some guy showed up with a boombox. It ended up being just actually the best fucking party ever. But anyway, the locksmith had already left. That is the ironic part about this whole thing. He had already left. And so, fun fact, nobody ever knew about that. Ron did not know about that party. Not like I did probably deliberately kept it from him. But in my mind, I could do whatever I want. I live there. You know what I mean? It's my business, my everything. So fast forward like 10 years later, we are at Christmas. Now, Ron and I are not together anymore. I'm with Jack and George's dad. We're having a Christmas party at my younger sister's house. She's drunk. There's a common theme here. I'm never drinking. She's drunk. Ron is with us because, again, I told you we hang out with my baby daddies at Christmas. And my sister goes, "Hey, Ron, do you know what?" And he's like, "No, what?" And she goes, "Do you know one time Jess threw a party at the house you guys shared while you were in Myrtle Beach, and she locked the dog in the office and somebody pissed on your couch and there was a fire and the cops were called 3 times?" And Ron was like, "What are you talking about?" And for fucking 10 years, that secret was dead and buried until Loose Lips Lucy told him all about it. He did not care back then. Hold on. Hold on, I'm just texting Jack. Jack. Anyway, that's my story. Okay. Oh, my car just restarts. All right. Okay, so we're back at the resort. It's 9:30. I suspect everybody is probably gonna get going now. Let me just call Jack and see what's going on. We may just call. We're not getting. Hold on. Yo. Hi. How's it going? I'm assuming Georgia got to school. What's the plan for today? Okay. Okay. She's picking up Georgia. You're supposed to be coordinating that, remember? So you're driving currently? Okay. All right. Well, why don't you call Mima and see if she's picking Georgia up, please? And today is Thursday. So you're going to obviously make sure you're there for Georgia for work, correct? Okay. All right. All right. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary, Abby. Okay. All right. All right. Bye. Bye. Love you and bye. Okay. Let me look at something while I'm here. Yeah, the Blue Angels are not practicing where you can watch it until March 31st. That explains why we haven't seen them. Well, I saw one, so we're not even going to be able to see them. That's sad. Okay. All right, I just wanted to make sure. Let's just see about dolphins. Oh, yeah, we have options to go see the baby dolphins. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think it's going to be a pool day. It's got to be. I need to get a tan. There's just really no other way around it. We've got today, tomorrow, and then first half of Saturday to tan. Okay. So we're done for the day. I hope everybody has a really great day. Please text me gossip and fun things. I feel very left out. Feel very left out. I miss all of the things. Yeah, we were going to do Bun Bun After Dark last night, but TT wasn't into it, and that was fine. It was fine. It's for the best. Enjoy the rest of your vacations. Thank you, everybody. But we'll be back tomorrow morning. Tomorrow is beach day all day. All day. We have rented cabana, chairs, tables, and all of the things. There are exceptionally more people out and about right now than I've seen all week, obviously, because it's been dark and cold. But there are people everywhere right now. So it's got a really good vibe right now, which I'm excited. So I'm going to go take advantage. Have a really great day. I will see you all tomorrow morning. Bye, besties.
It's all your favorite Jess Machado songs on one CD. Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. Grab my glasses, I'm out the door. I'm gonna hit this city before I leave. Brush my teeth, say goodbye to Jack. When I leave for Bunny After Dark, I'm not coming back. It's all the hits you've always loved in one place. Just so everyone knows, it's alright because I got Jeff his new guitar. And that's okay, cause my family is the best thing for me. Whether you're singing in the car by yourself or hanging out with your besties, there's a song for everybody. How much is that coffee at Society? Last week it was 50 cents less. How much is that coffee at Society? I don't care if this causes a mess. Recruiting seagulls, dishing about politics, or just straight up gossiping, this is the CD for you. One low price of $19.99. The chat I can't see. I'm driving and the sun's in my eyes. I love 24 on 24. I said I'm getting all the views. Sorry, Brian and Crawford. I told you before. Don't fuck with me. I'm a Fall River whore. Don't fuck with this Fall River whore. All songs, all decades, all moods, all Jess. I got a new life, you'd hardly recognize me. I'm so glad that Kayla Churchill and Jen Altman are not in my life. I don't care about all of my stupid haters. That is right. Eat my asshole. I saw the sign. It opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Get out of bed and call today.